How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we have to talk about Dogecoin. It's up 109% in the last 7 days. I also want to talk about Bitcoin and what's to come, some important price levels, and just kind of give you some news on the overall market. Now, this is going to be a really short video, just the important stuff that's coming here on Saturday. I will say, too, there is a link to BitGet underneath the video where they're giving away a ton of free money, up to thousands of dollars for each person, depending on what you do on the platform. I have a video that I talked about it a little bit more in. It was actually yesterday's video, talk about the top cryptos to buy now. I will put that on the end screen so that way you can follow along and figure out exactly what you need to do. But use that link underneath the video to get started. Now, crypto is looking good. We're over $1 trillion, 1.03, which is fantastic. I mean, on the last 24 hours, we're up 2.57%. Bitcoin is up nearly at 21,000. We're actually hitting against a level of resistance right now, which we'll talk about. But Ethereum's up 4%, and Dogecoin continues to move up 47% on the last 24 hours. And I think this is probably the biggest pump that we've seen in crypto in one specific coin in a while. Probably 8 or 9 months at least, maybe even longer, probably closer to 10 or 11 months since we started falling down last year, with so much money flowing into Dogecoin, buying specifically because Elon Musk bought Twitter the other day. This is really important because of the fact that he is looking to make this an all-in-one app where you can make payments, you can order food, you can support specific creators, and it's going to be more than just Twitter with some ads. So this is going to be interesting. A lot of people think that he might actually use Dogecoin to be able to pay for things on the app. Now, I would not be surprised if they included Dogecoin. I would be surprised if it was the only option. And he's talked about maybe having to stake or put up some kind of cryptocurrency so that way you can verify yourself as a real individual, not a bot. Now, like I said, I would be surprised if Dogecoin was the only way to do this, but I could always be wrong. Now, with that being said, there are some whales that are loading up some Dogecoin on exchanges. It's typically not a good thing, but you can see 113 million Doge going into Binance. Now, the reason I say it's not a good thing is typically you only put your crypto back on exchanges unless you're going to, in case you're going to sell it. So just keep that in mind. There's probably going to be some pretty big selling from whales, I would assume, because we are in a bear market. Some whales would be looking to sell off, take some profits, maybe dump on some of the retail investors that are buying now, especially with it up 100% in the last few days. But I could always be wrong, like I said. Now, to be clear, if Twitter uses Dogecoin, I think that definitely will help Dogecoin, because up until this point, I don't think it's really had a real use case. It's basically just a barometer of how bullish the crypto market is. And with that in mind, I think if they do use it, it'll be beneficial to Dogecoin, but I'm not personally buying right now. I don't like to buy when something's up 115% in the last 7 days, especially when the overall market is up 100% less than that. So just keep that in mind, but of course, do your own research and due diligence. Now, crypto liquidations are coming in hot and heavy here today. In the last 24 hours, we have 314 million coming from Ethereum, 122 million coming from Bitcoin, 59 million coming from Doge. So obviously Ethereum's been up a good amount, and because it has such a large market cap, it's easier for them. It's easier to get a lot of liquidations in Ethereum than something like Dogecoin. Even though Dogecoin's up more on a percent basis over the last week, it is a much smaller market cap. Now, with that being said, we are going up against a couple important levels for Bitcoin. This right here is the 100-day simple moving average. We are very close to it. We're at about 20,800 now. This is sitting right around 21,000, and we're just short of being rejected by it. After we break through that, assuming we do break through that, we have an important level here around 22,800. You can see that we were rejected by it just recently, and then going back into the summer, we actually were close to it, about 22,400, and got rejected back down. So that's going to be the next area to really watch out for. Then from there, we do have the 200-week moving average, a little bit higher than that, around 23,800 or so, but this is consistently moving up. And then we also have this level up here, which is the 200-week moving, or the 200-day moving average, which is right around 24,700, which is pretty close to where we got in the summer as well, right around 25,200. So there are a lot of important levels. I'm assuming we're just kind of stair step break out several times, and that's assuming we get some good news this week at the Fed. This is assuming that the market doesn't crash or something like that. If we see a little bit of a rally in the overall stock market, I wouldn't be surprised to see us kind of break through 21,000, move up slowly, break through 22,800, and then it's anyone's guess as to what happens from there. But I would not be surprised if we do have a little bit more choppy action over the coming year or something like that. But if the overall crypto market turns around, we could obviously get some pretty bullish breakaways here soon. Now, let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Again, just a short video, but it is a pretty interesting weekend. It's been a pretty fun week if you've been investing in crypto. Let me know if you've been buying anything underneath the video. And if you want to see my favorite cryptos to buy right now, you can check out this video up in the corner.